Floyd, I wanted Manny, I wanted everybody at the top the day I hit number 10 on the spot, you know? I believe that I was always going to be here. It was just a matter of time. You know, it's just an exciting fight, man. Back in Vegas, I haven't fought in Vegas in many years. You know, headliner, pay-per-view. We're in LA, man, so, you know, lots of Manny fans are here, lots of Manny supporters, man. And, you know, he might fill the ring up with a lot of Asians, but at the end of the day, man, he's not going to be able to surpass my skills, my talent, and everything that I got coming from him.
Keith, you said you were crucified.
Huh?
You said you were crucified.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's over, bro. It's over. You know, and the thing is, Manny doesn't like to talk, because talk doesn't do nothing, but, you know, unless if you're going to do what you say you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you know, it's not about selling the fight. It's about living my best life. My best life is Keith Thurman knocking out Manny Pacquiao, not Keith Thurman in a 12-round decision, in a split decision, in a majority decision, in a draw, in a loss. My best life, living my best life. Ain't going back to fuck. Look, bro, we on a whole new level. I was out of the game. The game wasn't that exciting. I'm back in the game. Look at the excitement I'm bringing, baby. Look what's happening right now. You know, I mean, I unified. I was number one. People argue this and that, but you know, when I put the stamp, when I make him exit stage left, you know, the world will know Keith One-Time Thurman is back, and he's the baddest boy in the welterweight division.
How much do you think your size is? You mentioned your size up
Look,
there. How much
my size is going to be a problem, but it's not a weight size advantage. It's the overall reach advantage, you know? Manny Pacquiao has T-Rex arms. I don't know if you noticed that. He's got these little T-Rex arms. He had a hard time beating up Jeff Horn. He thinks he's going to beat up Keith Thurman. You know, I mean, Manny Pacquiao, they had the quote wrong. I said Adrian Broner didn't hit him in the face. I didn't say that Manny Pacquiao cannot get hit in the face. His name is not Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather does not get hit in his face. Manny Pacquiao gets hit in his face all the time. Adrian Broner just didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to do it. Back at the MGM Grand, you know, I want him to remember what it's like to be against a real fighter, to be up against a puncher, like when he was fighting amongst Eric Morales, when he was fighting Marquez, you know, and I'm bigger than Marquez, you know, I'm faster than Marquez, and my ring IQ, you know, that's one thing that people don't understand about Keith One-Time Thurman. I'm an adaptive fighter. I look at what you're throwing at me, I look at your gimmicks, and I find the next gimmick that takes away from everything that you're doing. So to me, he's not touching me, he ain't landing nothing with them T-Rex arms, he's hopping in and out, and he's gonna get caught in the process. There's not one round I see Manny Pacquiao winning.
So you're not concerned with his ability to throw a lot of punches. He's a punch thrower. Punches and bunches is kind of what he's known for. You're not concerned with that at all?
He didn't throw that many punches his last fight. Okay? He didn't throw a lot, you know? Did he?
Yeah,
Did he throw a lot?
I wasn't into the Broner fight, but
He didn't throw a lot,
that was
you
kind of a
know?
garbage
And
fight.
punches and bunches, that might have happened 5-some years ago. If you're on the ropes, he started to tee off on AB on the ropes, you know? So if I let him get me on the ropes, I think he's going to feel more comfortable. To me, Manny Pacquiao is not the same fighter. He's a tremendous fighter, but ever since he got laid out, he's more cautious. And I'm going to hit him with a reminder. Remember, I said I'm going to hit him with a reminder, okay? And I'm pretty sure he's going to be very cautious. You know, senators, they like to think nowadays. You know, senators got to think, you know what I'm saying? So after I remind him, I hit him with that reminder, we're going to see how he ends up fighting the fight.
Do you think Broner was a gun-shy fighter?
Look, man, I think Broner's really good at running his mouth. That's what he's really good at. He doesn't put it, I don't know how much he runs his feet in his training camps, and he's definitely not running his hands around in the ring. So I said years ago at the MGM Grand, I forget who I was talking to, I said, man, y'all got to get the clicker out and just get that boy to up his punch count. I was team Broner. This is a big fight for me. I wanted this fight the whole time, but I was in Broner's corner because I believe we're in a new generation. Manny Pacquiao is done. Floyd Mayweather is done, and Manny's just 1 year younger. That means he shouldn't last more than 1 year after Floyd. And we're at that pinnacle right now. So I mean, I mean it when I say this is Manny Pacquiao's last fight.
Do you think it's going to be the same script that he delivered to Oscar De La Hoya 10 years ago? Do you feel like the same parallels are there? You mentioned it yesterday. How do you see that same thing happening in your situation?
He's the big name. Oscar was the big name that he was fighting, you know? He's the big name. I'm trying to make a name. And that's the whole premise of this fight, is that I'm going to build my legacy by ending his, you know? And it's just part of boxing, man. This is how it works. This is a beautiful story, you know? Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, he was in the ring when he wasn't supposed to be in the ring. He took fights that he wasn't supposed to take. Many fighters take fights that they're not supposed to take. The only difference is nobody told him he wasn't supposed to take the fight.
You talked about his footwork. What are you going to do to corner him off to keep him from having and moving in that footwork that he's always used?
His footwork isn't that spectacular. It's in and out. He's hopping in and out. He's hopping in and out. Why? Because he's got to jump with them T-Rex arms. You know, he can't really hit you. He can't just extend and utilize his reach. He has to jump into the punch. And I think that's going to be a major downset in this competition, because as he's jumping in, I'm countering. You know, and this ain't a Floyd Mayweather counter. This is a Keith one-time Thurman counter.
Keith, what was the face-off like when you guys faced off twice yesterday, twice today? Did you say anything? Did he say anything?
We're gonna have fun, man. He's a legend. He's fought so many times. You can't intimidate him.
70 times.
You can't intimidate him, you know? But I don't need to intimidate him. I say you don't gotta be scared to get knocked out. You know what I mean? You don't gotta be scared to get knocked out. You don't gotta be scared to get your ass whooped. You just show up. Your ass get whooped. You know what I mean? So, look, man, he's got a great team. He's got all his hype people. He's never been in the ring with Keith one-time Thurman. He's never been in the ring with a sparring partner that's anything close to Keith one-time Thurman. Look, I told everybody back in the day, I got an O, I'm not afraid to let it go. If this 40-year-old man beats me, he beats me. And if he beats me, I mean, we already know he's a bad man, but we're gonna know at 40 years old, he a bad man. Because at 30 years old, I'm a bad man.
Would you
That's what
retire
we're gonna see.
Would you retire if you win?
Probably. I'd at least think about it. I'd at least just be like, can I do some more commentating or something? Can I do some more commentating? Mama said I look good in a suit. I don't think she want to see her boy getting punched on TV, getting beat up by old men. You know, like I said, man, I fought many veterans, man, and I respect veterans. And veterans are what help fighters like me, you know. And this ain't gonna be the first veteran I retire, you know. Carlos Quintana fought Keith Thurman. At the presser, he said, after Keith Thurman, I want Canelo Alvarez. There was no fight after Keith Thurman, okay? Sometimes they don't know until somebody shows them the truth. You have to be presented. Manny Pacquiao is a tremendous fighter. He's a world champion, ex-world champion, a legend. But I do not believe, you can, I don't, you can, I won't. I do not believe that he belongs at the top of 147 today. Not against me, not against Errol, not against Crawford, not against Sean, not against Danny Garcia.
Who's at the top of that list? Who's at the top of that list you just named off? Who's at the top of that list?
Keith one-time Thurman.
Okay.
Keith, following the fight with Josecito, do you feel as if you deserve to be the favorite to win the fight? The odds makers are saying
Of course.
so.
Of course. Numbers don't lie. You want to bet against a dude that's never lost, against a dude that's lost 7 times? You want to put your money? I haven't lost to anybody, but even in my whole career as an amateur, you can't bring up my record and show me when I got beaten by a man that's been beaten 7 times, okay?
Do you feel he's kind of picking you at a right time considering the Lopez fight? You think
I think he thinks it's the right time. What he don't understand is I was brushing off the dust, and they saw the dust. It's gone. There ain't gonna be no dust come July 20th. Josecito Lopez, we brushed that off, baby. We brushed that off. We took the hit. We took the hit. We showed you what real champs do, and that's stay in the ring. That's stay fighting. That's staying active. Okay? When you see Keith Thurman get caught, when you see Keith Thurman in trouble, what do you see? You don't see Keith Thurman panic. You see Keith Thurman make calculated decisions. And I'm only gonna have to make a few to end this fight.
You mentioned the truth, and you said you're only fighting 2 times this year. Will you desire Earl Spence at the top of 2020 as you desire Manny Pacquiao this year?
Not at the top. Everybody wants to rush things. You know what I mean? I still think there's just a little bit more time, even if at the later leg of 2020. You know, and that's not too soon. That's not too late. You know, it's a great time.
Summertime next year, you would like to fight Earl Spence?
I mean, anytime when negotiations happen, one contract at a time. This is not football. This is not basketball. There's nothing planned in the season. Y'all like to talk about the future.
You've been 50-50 on it. That's why I've been at. That's why.
But the thing is, real talk. I've never seen a contract. People talk about ducking this, ducking that. To duck it, you got to be presented with something and then decline it. That's an official. This guy's not trying to fight that guy. You know? So this never happened to me in my career. I accept all the challenges, especially if it's a great challenge. I also believe that Errol Spence has a little bit more popularity to grow in the sport of boxing. Just maybe not amongst you, not amongst you, not amongst you.
Not amongst 47,000 fans and 400,000 pay-per-view buys.
But that's with Mikey Garcia.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It does matter.
Than Mikey Garcia.
It is bigger. It is bigger.
Let's make it happen.
But let's make sure it's
Upon
bigger.
you win it.
Let's make sure it's bigger, and he's gonna elevate himself if he unifies the title that I unified, and he gets the WBC. What else did I tell y'all at the start of the year? I'm not fighting Spence for 1 title. I'm not fighting Spence for 2 titles. I'm fighting Spence for how many? 3. Thank you.
So that means.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm with you.
Thank
Keith.
you.
Keith, I'm with you. So if he
You ain't with me.
I'm with
Come
you
on
in terms of understanding what you're
Come on
saying.
now.
So if he beats Sean
look.
Porter and you win, fans can expect
Keith
Earl
Thurman
Spence in a
versus
Keith Thurman against Earl Spence in a unification bout.
Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence is the next Floyd Pacquiao, is the next Oscar Tito Trinidad. And we need to make sure that the world knows. And after I handle this, and I elevate myself, and he elevates himself, then we fight on another elevated platform. We could have fought 2 years ago for what? 1.6, 1.8? What's that do? And what's that do for the winner?